I'm doing it for my daughter. Is it true that sexual abuse is like hundreds of times worse in public schools than it is in Catholic priests? Can we look that up? I like how you spelled it there. Can we zoom in? Make sure in the edit you zoom in on what you've typed.
It's sexual. It's sexual. In them unpubic schools. Is it worse in unpubic schools than it is in sexual?
This is going to bring up a BBC Pigeon article now.
Me tink.
According to the U.S. Department of Education, nearly 1 in every 10 students nationwide will be subject to sexual misconduct by a school employee sometime between kindergarten. Okay, so it's true. And they need to gas everybody.
That's the Professional Standards and Practices Commission report, correct?
That's from the Department of Gas everybody, and it's true.
I know 4 gym teachers that went to my high school, and they're all dating two dudes, like married students.
Great.
Everybody knows that. That's kind of funny.
I knew all this. There were stories floating around and I wasn't even like linked in. Like the girls that were,
right.
I wasn't like their friend. Why would I know about this? Like Kristen, whatever her last name, her getting her butt patted by Mr. Austin, the shop teacher. But I wouldn't have any reason to know. But I didn't talk to her. Why would I know about that? It's just those stories were like floating around. Like everybody knew.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Lots of them. We had like we had girls with like bad daddy issues in my private high school. And I remember like the girls who were like totally boy crazy are still to this day like totally daddy's girl, like their dads were cops and they were like, oh God, they would like lust over teachers in a way that was like, this one girl was like particularly good at it. But like hearing a girl be that filthy immediately, like you're in 9th grade, you're getting your first round of like and hormones, and you go to school and there's like a cool girl that's like, oh my God, I would ride his face, and you're like, what? And then I think the gym teachers hear that and they're like, all right, well get on it then.
I hope this next generation coming up, I think it's true. Well, I think hold on a second. I think the next generation coming up is less brain dead than the boomers and the Gen Xers. I think boomers and Gen Xers, they still trust the system. They still trust centralized groups of people. I think left and right, the generation coming up has less of that trust. And I hope that more people homeschool their kids. The daycare thing is ridiculous. Leaving your kid in daycare. I saw like not even looking for it in the past week, like 2 stories about like daycare employees beating kids to death.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
Yeah. You have to vet. I mean, it's going to have to come. There's going to come a time where people fucking have to put their kids away. My kid goes twice a week. I sold a lady to this car. She goes to a nice place. I talked to the lady. I don't think anybody is hitting her, but I don't know. People have to do it, but the stories where that shit's happening are the ones where like I was having a cigarette at a antique mall, and the girl was like smoking a cigarette at a table sitting outside, and I go, oh, do you work here? She goes, no, I work at the daycare center across the street. She's like, I come over here every day to have a cigarette. I was like, oh, how long have you been there? She's like, 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh. And she was like a 26-year-old chick, like nice enough girl, but like, damn, like hot damn. Just like tie-dye shirt, ripping butts, like kind of, and I'm like, all right. I'm not going to make any inferences on it, but I'm like, there must be like 19 of these girls and 19 of these things, and the odds are not good that this is going to be clean. Like, this is not going to be satisfactory above the board.
The kids are going to grow up listening to rockabilly music.
I wish it was.
I found this today.
It's Chris.
And it glimmered at me like it was from a role-playing game. Like it was from Resident Evil.
So you had to pick it up.
Yeah. And then I heard the voices of 1,000 Africans jumping and chanting at the same time. They were going, oh, yeah, yo, circumcise the wee man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I walked outside, and there was an African circle of men jumping. They were doing the fertility jumping. this.
Yeah.
And they were going, oh, yeah, you're circumcised the women. You know?
Yeah. Festive. Festive.
Yeah. And then they all dapped me up, and they thanked me for digging wells in their town.
Like Mr. Beast.
Like Mr. Beast. Anyway, the reason why beauty is important is because like the world is this state of disarray and iniquity and whatever. Not that that's all it is, but it is Satan is the king of the earthly realm. And you don't have to be religious to believe in all this stuff. It's clear that like evil triumphs on earth
Currently.
No, in general, and not and it's not in every aspect. It's not like in your relationship with your child or whatever, but in general, like the material world is one that is
It gives into the sins.
it's not the ideal state of things. Okay, and we know this for various reasons. That's what it is. So there is an ideal state to things, and that's why art that is beautiful just for beauty's sake, that's why it's good, is because it is something from this like higher state of order where things are the way that they should be, or it reaches for it. It reaches for it in a way that's like
Through the technique and the medium?
through the technique and through what it is, like the image, like how beautiful it is. It reaches for this higher state, and it reminds the viewer to reach for it as well.
I think God is real 100%, and I do believe that there is some sort of some sort of spiritual being that had sex with humans, and we're the offspring of Nephilim.
Do you believe in Jesus, Stein?
I do. I was baptized. I was actually baptized.
Do you believe Jesus was real?
Well, see, this is the thing is they talk about how there's all these other parallel stories to Jesus, but then I feel like every other religious text basically certifies his existence. So I'm of the opinion that Jesus was 100% real. Now the debate is, was he resurrected?
Do you believe it was the Son of God?
Was he the Son of God? I mean, that's how I was raised. I kind of believe that. Yeah. I mean,
kind of.
yeah.
You got to pick. You got to pick. What do you actually believe, Stein?
I was baptized, and so
I don't care about the baptizing. If you had to pick, what's it gonna be? Just yes or no?
I would say that Jesus is real and that he's the Son of God and that he was resurrected is what I would try to bet by the gamble.
Okay.
And that's the gamble that I'm taking, is that I'm betting on Jesus.
Safe
and I hope
bet.
it
Now
works.
that's good gambling.
Yeah, that we support.
No, that's a bet that Dave Portnoy's not willing to make.
No.
The Einstein quote. Like Einstein said something like, or Tesla was like, a guy living a simple life is going to live a hell of a lot better than them. And I'm like, yes, he's right.
Joey, can you look up a Bible quote? Bread in peace, better than banquet. Yeah, better is a dry morsel with quiet than a house full of feasting with strife.
Yeah,
Heavy.
I'm with that.
Oh my God, that is a heavy quote.
You have to put systems in place in this world, though, to give yourself that sort of output.
It's very hard to get tranquility.
Well, you can't want to make $10 million. Because $10 million definitely doesn't, from being white, doesn't come free. So you'd have to really rattle the cages, put yourself in a really tough, slow, organic build, but you got to like pick your battles. Could you go out and do fucking Sam Hyde live? Fuck your whole life up and drive around? Sure you could. Could you start doing the wildest shit in the world to rattle the cage?
Well, that's why I avoid that stuff,
Yeah.
It's because I'm a hardcore believer in that quote.
Yeah.
I think that's extremely true.
Going back
Or
to my
the other
roots, and Jesus is here. Jesus watched the Scuffed. He loves it. He told me himself. He told me in my prayers. He said, "Listen, the fucking he really likes the Vitalik Buterin impression, which is it's a good one. I'm not going to do it, but anyway." No, I like that. I wanted to. I think that coming into faith. It's a funny thing, right? You have kids, you get more down with God. I'll tell you a quick story on. I think this stuff should be. It's like personal. I never want to hear about your sex, your sobriety, or your faith. It's your personal thing. Get it the fuck out. It's none of my business and none of your business, so it's there. It's just Jesus is Lord. Now, I was raised Catholic, made my first communion, kind of quit after that, became a wild man, gave up on a lot of things at that. Didn't really think about it much. Smoked a shitload of weed, didn't really care about it, didn't really think about it. About 3 years ago, mishandled my funds, said, God damn it, I think I fucked up.
Well, we've all been there. It's okay.
Yep. Mishandled my funds to a way where I said, I'm better than that. How the hell did you not see this coming? Put my hands to the God and said, I need some fucking help. That next day, a dove landed on the hood of my truck. I live in the middle of nowhere, okay? I live a mile off the road, way back. The same bird that's in Ace Ventura 1. It's an albino pigeon. Anyway, give up on that, have a kid, play my cards wrong, fucked myself, jammed myself pretty bad. Dove lands on the hood of my car. I'm pretty down and out. I'm not going to lie. Broke, pretty fucked up. Not really doing anything too wrong. Just kind of too broke to drink too much, to be honest with you. I have a video of it. Did you ever think you've been visited by an angel?
In a way, yeah, sure.
Like you've been pretty serious about it? Have you ever thought about that? Yesterday, on my truck, a white dove landed on it, this big, a pigeon, the one from Ace Ventura. Literally the one from Ace Ventura. I walked out to it, I filmed it, and it came down, it stayed there all day. It's fucking bananas. I think it might have been an angel.
That's crazy.
That I got too drunk and then a dove showed up. And that means angels.
Damn.
Hi, I'm your friend. I'm a fucking
No.
I think it was Jesus Christ inside that dove. Mm-hmm. I got a video of him walking right up to, like, I'm like camera to the fucking laptop to the dove.
Man.
I think it was God.
Can you send that to Joey? We'll put that in the cut.
It was the Jesus Christ cut. So, and if you hear about me having beers in 3 weeks, just know that. Don't get mad at me. When you hear this story about how I got drunk on Thanksgiving and took my pants off because it was hot inside the house, don't get mad at me. No.
It's crazy.
Have you ever? But I swear to God, I would believe that
I mean, I've definitely had stuff, weird synchronicity stuff happen.
I want more. I want you to see a dove. Or, it wouldn't be a dove. What's the fucking, it's a rare albino Ace Ventura bird.
Yeah.
You just cost me 25 grand, Polly.
Sic transit gloria. Thus fades the glory Monday of the world. Jim Carrey. Can't win them all. Anyway.
On that note. I found the video. It was October 21st, 2022. So it's like 2 years ago, right around this time. Dove lands on my car, then flies on the roof of this barn. I basically went broke because of this barn. That's what it was. And then 2 days later, we got $1 million for the show. Call out of nowhere. My angel, Robert, comes out of nowhere. And that's truly and then ever since then I've tried to been it really was wild. Tried to clean up my act, but hey, to err is human, to forgive is divine. So I've just tried to get into it more. My kids go to Catholic school, trying to go to service on Sunday and stuff like that. Trying not to be a complete piece of shit. Look, I make mistakes, but I think faith is personal. You know, all this stuff kind of happened at once, and it's all kind of been an upswing. And yeah, of course, I owe everything in my life to Jesus Christ. And you know, that's kind of like the real thing. And you know, people morph their realities of faith